I don't believe they're going to kill it. Well, I do, actually. Something tells me it's too late. Even if we do turn it off, I feel like the signal will have... reached the machine. Go on, then. I do what I can.
I see the machine. We have to get it before the moon does. Copy that. I'll meet you there.
I love sections where the terrain builds itself in front of you. Uh-oh, tentacles. This way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is cool. I don't know how difficult this was to do in 2013. Not too difficult, I don't think, because didn't Darksiders do something similar? And that was 2010? Oh! I was literally about to say... Nope. Hold on, am I in 0G here? No? It's just the physics is wonky. Not going that way. What's that? Oh! All alien artifacts discovered. Alien circuit suit available at the bench. Little bit late, but thanks, game. Oh, I like how everything's just kind of flying away. Is that gonna... That is gonna get us through there. Okay. Ah, this is really funkin' cool. Are we going to... We are going to the moon. And we're gonna have a flight section. Whom. Progress saving. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Something's really off with the aiming in these sections. I don't know why. We don't have free aim. It just kind of points straight ahead. Oof. Nice landing, Isaac. I'm stuck behind that box, aren't I? I'm really sorry if the frame rate has taken a nosedive here. It feels like it has. It also feels like this might be chapter 19. I feel like we might have made it into the final... How much... I saw you. Oh. Nice. Yeah, we're literally just... Whoa! Hi! This whole place is made up of chunks of the planet, isn't it? Am I being shot at from behind? I am. Get out of it. I feel like I don't want to head too far backwards because stuff might have disintegrated behind me. This whole place is fudged. Oh. A moment of quiet with a bench. Alien circuit set unlocked. Visit the weapon upgrades menu. Alien circuits. Alien circuits. I don't understand. Actually, how much ammo do we have? We're probably going to need a little bit more ammo. 2046, yeah. Will that do us? Yes. That will do us. I like the fact that we've got to go through a bulkhead here. Whoa! I'm tapping E on the off chance. Oh, this looks like good times. I mean, whoa! This is very kind of... end game impressiveness, isn't it? Oh, I've got no control here. Nice landing, Isaac. Hello, giant eyeball. Well.
You can't have this.
You can't touch this.
We gotta kill that thing. There's not enough ammo in the world. Then we'll have to make some up. Look, there's markers floating all around me. I can use this TK charging plate and throw them as weapons.
Into its eye? Yeah, I'd worked that out already. But thanks, Isaac. I don't really have another eye to shoot at. Is there... No?
Watch out! It's throwing giant chunks of rock at you. I see it, I see it.
Come on, giant squid thing. Aha! I see you. Oh, hi. Right, give me a marker. There's a marker. That's an eye. Probably should have shot the other one. Okay, more tentacles.
Isaac, watch out! It's doing it again! The tentacle! Shoot the tentacle! I see it!
Where is Carver? This thing's massive. Try that. It's an interesting looking thing, isn't it? Is that the... Is that the not the marker, the codex in there? Oh, it's gone all...
Carver! Carver! Just hang on! I'm gonna have to pull you through
Oh! Lovely. Oh, that's delightful. Oh. Tapping E.
So this is it, huh? We use that codex.
Yeah.
Gotta stop the signal, man.
Die here now.
But Earth gets it tomorrow.
Well, shit. Whom. Oh. Probably should have left your helmet on, Isaac. Probably. Ah. Oh, we're going to have the same kind of... Oh, we're going to have the same fake out as we had at the end of Dead Space 2. Let's just letting it go. Letting it all go. Hopefully, Mr. Moon. Hopefully. Oh, no. Oh, she watches the whole... Oh, that sucks.
Isaac? Isaac? Are you there? Carver? Isaac. You're gone, aren't you?
Well, shit.
The Mark signal has gone too. Isaac, you did it.
Well,
You really did it.
that is what you brought us out here for.
Earth
But of
station
course.
coordinates confirmed. Shock drive enabled. Standing.
Ah, jeez. The question is, was it in time, or did what Danik do, turning it off for just that fraction, did that royally screw everything up? Because if she gets back to Earth and there's necromorphs everywhere, that wouldn't be a good end. Mind you, I suppose it would be a good kind of sequel bait. Trouble is, this is the end. That's a painting. Just saying. It's a nice painting, but it's a painting nonetheless. You unlocked Get on My Level. You unlocked Shoot for the Moon. So that must have been chapter 19 then. God knows when chapter 19 started. But hey. Thoughts? Apart from the save system, I actually really enjoyed that. I thought that was fun. I mean, as I said previously, I was playing Dead Space 3 for the lore. Not even necessarily the story, but for the lore, the background. And I think that the lore and background for Dead Space 3 was good. I honestly think it was good. I think it was well thought through. It was interesting. It was a good escalation of threat. It was a good expansion of how big the threat is. As in, it will literally wipe out all life in a galaxy before moving on. Now, I thought that was really, I thought that was really good science fiction. Was it survival horror? No. And if you liked the first game purely for the survival horror aspects, or mostly for the survival horror aspects, which I definitely did, that's why I like the original so much. From the single playthrough that I've had of it. Dead Space 3 especially, and 2 to an extent, not really survival horror games. I think the overall delivery of systems in Dead Space 3 could have been better. The overwhelming number of blueprints available on that bench at the start of the game was too much. And whilst I've now had, however many hours I've played of the game, chance to explore the bench and explore those systems, almost always at a detriment to the pace of the game, it has to be said, I do see the appeal of the variety of weapons that we were able to produce. It makes sense for Isaac, the engineer, to be able to customize and create weapons in that way. It makes sense. But all of those customized blueprints that you couldn't make right at the start, that was just too overwhelming. Maybe a bit too big of a change from Dead Space 1 and 2. I think it's a system that could maybe have been streamlined a bit more. Thoughts about the actual story? The major criticisms that I've heard levied against Dead Space 3 are the love triangle aspects and that Ellie was a damsel in distress. In a sense, yes, I can see that. Robert Norton, it was Norton, wasn't it? He was a dick. He was unapologetically a dick right from the start. It was clear that we were supposed to root for Isaac over Norton, and therefore it was quite predictable as to the fact that he was going to get his comeuppance. I didn't necessarily see the aspect that he was a traitor coming, but it was clear that Ellie was going to come back to us, or well, Buckle and Santos's death were sad. I mean, Buckle just dying from hypothermia was awful, and Santos's death, shook Isaac up a lot as well. The Ellie dies, quote unquote, fake out in the gas room. Yeah, there was no chance that she was going to die there. That being said, there has been no explanation for how she survived, and that's not good writing. Maybe there was a hint that I just missed. I don't know. I kind of feel like every now and again certain things skipped a beat, narratively speaking. Not a game without its bugs. The physics stuff coming back at the end, I just don't understand. I didn't change anything in terms of frame rates, and I'm pretty certain it was the frame rate that was the issue. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I actually enjoyed Dead Space 3 for what it was. There were a couple of decisions that I really think are bloody stupid, like the checkpointing system, not checkpointing at the start of optional missions. I think that was dumb. And if it hadn't been for my experience in Chapter 5 with the optional mission there, I don't think I'd have had the issues in Chapter 15, was it? 14. I don't think I'd have had the issues there either. The combat was fast and frantic. Having the combat roll kind of helped mostly at times. Stasis is still great fun and OP. Stasis' weapon was great and enabled me to get through the game with the plasma cutter, which, is such a cool and novel weapon that I had to use it all the way through, and it got me through the game with very rare exceptions, and generally speaking the exceptions were when I accidentally swapped to another weapon. TK as a tool was as useful and cool as ever so slightly buggy in places. There were some items that for some reason TK couldn't pick up. The TK doors were a bit of an issue with the kind of bugged sound effects that we got on those, but overall I think Dead Space 3 was a fairly decent product. But that being said, I can see why it didn't do as well as Dead Space 1 or 2. Dead Space 3 is not a cult classic, I don't think, in the same way that Dead Space 1 clearly is. That being said, I don't think, in all honesty, that Dead Space 3 is any worse than Dead Space 2. It clearly got better graphics, smoother systems, bigger budgets. That being said, I know there were a load of microtransactions and DLC stuff in Dead Space 3, and people aren't necessarily going to pay for them, and therefore it doesn't really surprise me that it didn't meet its sales targets, especially EA sales targets, which are often just a little bit ridiculous. So yeah, it's a shame that it didn't meet its sales targets, and therefore Dead Space 4 didn't happen. That being said, if the Dead Space remake does really well and they remake Dead Space 2 and 3, which is possible, and it does really well, maybe we could get a Dead Space 4, because I know there was one planned. Don't know what they were going to do, but I do know that there was one planned and it was cancelled because Dead Space 3 killed the franchise, quote unquote. I don't think it was an awful game, frankly. I came into Dead Space 3 thinking it was going to be awful. What I'd read led me to believe that this was an awful franchise-killing game. I don't think it was. I don't think it was at all. I think this was an enjoyable pulp sci-fi romp with some horror elements, some slightly cliche at times storytelling, but great world building, great backstory. You know, I honestly think it was pretty darn decent. A lot of credits there. The chapters did spell out a message about the Brother Moons. Brother Moons are awake. So that's interesting. Brother Moons, plural, are awake. So chapter 19... I'm just looking this up on my phone, incidentally. Chapter 19 was called Endings. I don't know when chapter 19 started, because yeah, we just went straight into it. I assume, yeah, according to the Dead Space wiki, it was the entire section where the planet was breaking up, which was a cool section. So, where was the story going to go? I think the story would have gone back to Earth with Ellie. But without Isaac, or is it going to reveal that he's alive here? Do we have an after credits scene? After credits scene? Yes? No? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Ellie.
Is that it? Yeah. Okay, so he is alive. New Game Plus has been unlocked in the front end. Dead Space Legends suit set now available in the suit kiosk. +3 reload circuit set available in the bench. +3 clip circuit sets now available in the bench. So we now have a New Game Plus option. Start a new game with the completed game's inventory and resources. Mark II overclocked parts and +3 circuits can be found throughout. Can be played at any difficulty level. Classic. Classic aiming is enabled. Oh, I turned classic aiming on anyway. Difficulty level is hard. Pure survival. Resource management is key. Enemies will not drop health or ammo. Everything must be crafted at the bench. And hardcore is the entire game without dying, which obviously I'm not going to do unless I cheat my way through it, because screw that. How did we do with completion for the last couple of chapters? What did we miss in this? Oh yeah, we missed 2 circuits in chapter 17. Chapter 18, we got 100% of. Well done, me. Chapter 19, also 100%. Wonderful. So it was just the artifact that I happened to turn around and spot. Blood Moon. Convergence has begun. The only chance to save humankind is for Isaac to finish the machine's work before it can be destroyed by the Necromorph Moon. I really like the idea of the blood, of the Brother Moon. So, downloadable content. What kind of DLC is actually still available? So, £7.19, Dead Space 3 Awakened. As madness takes hold, they find they can't trust their eyes or each other. The trek... Who's they? The trek leads to the ship Terra Nova, new home to a sadistic cult of unitologists. The horror continues as the Dead Space saga enters its darkest chapter. Yeah, don't know what that's about. Tundra Recon Pack is suits and weapon, suits. Gives the scavenger bot a voice and personality upgrade. Okay. Bot capacity doubles the amount of resources that is, including ration seals. Don't know what they are. That scavenger bots. So that'd be really useful. Yeah, that's proper microtransaction bullshit, isn't it? As is this. Decreases the harvesting time for each scavenger bot by 50%. Gun. This has got the HTML things on it. Oh, this is a bundle pack. Which has got HTML formatting, including bullet points, all the way through. Yeah, you'd think they would have fixed that. I'm intrigued what this Dead Space 3 Awakening thing is. So, let's get myself a new window. Dead Space 3 Awakened? Oh, hold on. Dead Space 3 Awakened is a downloadable content pack and follow-up to Dead Space 3. Executive producer Steve Papoutsis teased that the experience features the most disturbing content ever seen in a Dead Space game. Oh, this is set after. This is set after the game. So it's Carver and Isaac after the game. Huh, how much was it? £7.19. I can probably get that cheaper. Probably. For now, that was the Dead Space 3 base game. Decent, but with some niggles. 93.4% of the game complete. Co-op missions are the only things that I didn't do. Oh, so you can't unlock a chunk of stuff unless you do co-op. Complete all the optional missions to get those things. Hostile environment suit. Did we get that? Huh. Yeah, but it's annoying. Having forced... Yeah, so you've got to do the game on Impossible to get the +3 damage circuits and the Dead Space Legends suit sets. Oh no, you get that anyway. But clip, reload, speed, and damage. It kind of makes sense because you don't necessarily need that. I mean, I like this system. I just don't like the fact that the co-op things were part of it. Because, you know, alien circuit set. I don't understand how that works. I don't know what that means. Dead Space 3. Fellow humans, hopefully you have enjoyed my playthrough of it. It's had some gripes and some issues as we have gone. I'm going to go see if I can get a cheap copy of Dead Space 3 Awakened now. And if I do, there will be some more episodes with that. I'll let you know in a pinned comment or something whether that is going to happen. I have no idea when any of these videos are coming out, because I've got all of Dead Space 2 and all of Dead Space 3 now recorded, ready to go after the Dead Space 1 remake. I feel like I've got a good understanding of the story and of the background now, so when I'm playing through the remake, which will have, my playthrough that will have come out before this, hopefully I will have been talking about this stuff as I've gone through. May even do a follow-up video after this with my overall thoughts. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. I appreciate you. I wish you all the best, and I will catch you in whatever video I put out next. Thank you for watching once again. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.